Hey everybody, it's Jack and Dan.
And we got Lacey, the mighty dachshund, with us today.
Yes.
And we wanted to do a little update because we kind of have a weird story. How Lacey unfortunately ate one of our fish.
Yes. Alright, so tell us what happened here.
All right, man. You know, this actually sounds kind of funny. I mean, it's not funny, but what are you going to do? You know, things happen. So when Jack's at school, most of the time on my lunch breaks is when I kind of go around and feed the tanks and things like that. And the wieners love the fish food. They follow me around. They try to get fish food if it dropped. And especially Lacey has done that ever since we've had her, you know, and she's like 12 years old now. And George picked that habit up too when, you know, him and Pamela moved in with us, and he loves the fish food too, and he follows us around. But he's a little more timid, right? We all know Lacey's very aggressive.
Yeah.
Years ago, one of the rope fish got out of the tank, just kind of got out of the top and crawled around. She barked at it. She did not eat it. She did not attack it. She barked at it. I think because it was big and it looked like a snake or whatever, she just was scared of it. She also kind of tries to go after the turtles, so we can't let her near anything at all, really. Unfortunately, you look so innocent. Unfortunately, you guys all know Sonic. So Sonic is our electric blue hap. He's an African cichlid. He's right there. He's just coming up. Beautiful, beautiful male cichlid that Jack named Sonic because, you know, he's blue and he's got this stripe on his mohawk kind of thing, and he's awesome. Well, anybody who's watched our channel for a while, we haven't done many updates on this tank lately, so we've kind of been doing some updates on it because we're going to finally be working on it. We're talking about what happened to some of the fish in here. Brutus got his own tank, and, you know, we moved him to the gym. The big sailfin we traded in. We got her from the fish rescue, from the Ohio Fish Rescue, but she didn't get along with Riot over here. We just did a video on Riot not too long ago. And so we took her to our LFS. Someone actually wanted her. She was a big, beautiful sailfin. And, you know, so some other things happened. So there were two female electric blues that we used to have in here with Sonic that he bred with. One just died. We don't really know when or how. We just found her in here dead one day. And unfortunately, Riot pretty much ate her. Right? And which is what plecos do a lot of times. Riot and the other sailfin ate her, because that's when the sailfin was still in here. Now, the other one and Sonic were still breeding for quite some time, and they would have little babies, and the babies would go down in here in the lava rock and stuff, and we would take those babies out, and we would take them to our local fish store, and we would trade them in. And they were beautiful little blue, African blue haps, electric blue, you know, African cichlids. And one day, quite a few months ago, actually, we just never talked about it or had time to do a video on it, I was feeding them, and I opened the top, and I put the fish food in, and the remaining female that was breeding with Sonic all the time jumped right out of the top. Never had that happen before. And of course, there was Lacey, right? And everybody knows who knows Lacey. Anything you drop, she's going to grab it. And I don't know if she thought because I was feeding fish food that it was fish food or what, but she grabbed that fish and I went right for her. She took off and she ended up just swallowing that fish.
I'm assuming it was quite quick. I don't think it was anything too horrible.
Yeah. And she didn't, you know, I mean, that's what she does. That's the kind of...
Stop looking so innocent.
She's like, what? It was on the floor. It's mine. George didn't even really know what was happening. You know, she's very quick. And she was just like, you know. And I said, Lacey. And she swallowed it instantly. She can eat really big things. She shocked us quite a few times. And the female was smaller than Sonic, so not a big snack for Lacey by any means. Right? So try not to eat any more of the animals that live with us. Okay? Yeah. I don't think she cared at all. She would eat anything that fell, alive or dead. You know, George, we've done videos with George. He'll snuggle with the turtles and everything. He would probably just walk away from a fish or bark at it. She'll go for anything. She chases down. There'd be like a dozen deer in our yard. She'll chase them down like a lion. That's why we call her Lacey the Mighty Dachshund. She's afraid of nothing. She's the best. And we do watch what we feed her because she broke her back about 6 years ago. We've never really done a video on that. We probably will. So we don't want her to be overweight because we don't even really know how it happened. And she never really was overweight, but we are careful to not feed her too much because she will eat and get huge if we do. And unfortunately,
dachshunds typically tend to get obese pretty quickly.
Pretty easily, and they can have back injuries. But we don't really know what happened. She used to just launch off stuff, and the vet said, look, it could just be that she jumped off something. We don't really know. We'll probably do a whole video on that and how we rehabbed her and everything like that, because that's actually a really interesting story. She's actually a little miracle dachshund, aren't you? But don't eat the fish. It was weird that it jumped out. They must have just been really hungry. I opened the lid, I put the food in, and she jumped right out to eat the food and launched out, and Lacey grabbed it. So anyway, as we continue to do updates on our 220, people are wondering what's going on in this tank because we haven't done updates in such a long time. So that's where the females were. One of them died and got eaten by the plecos. One of them jumped out, and Lacey swallowed her whole in about a millisecond before I had a chance to do anything. And look at her, she looks so innocent and sweet. She's like, I don't know what you're talking about. But as we continue to work on rescaping this and breaking things down and removing things from it and moving things, we just wanted to kind of do these videos. So anyway, that's the update. So Lacey just wanted to tell everybody she was sorry, right? She's such a daddy's girl, isn't she? Well, we'll try to not let anything like that happen ever again. And we just wanted to let everybody know. And, she loves me so much. And we're going to do a video on Lacey's back and that whole story and everything, too, because it's an interesting story. So anyway, say bye. Say sorry, I won't eat any more fish. See you guys next time.
Bye-bye.
Just going to get a little footage of Sonic here just to show he is such a handsome devil. He's definitely going to show up a lot better when we do some new lights in this tank and everything like that. But he really is a magnificent electric blue African cichlid. Electric blue cichlids live in Lake Malawi in Africa, and he is gorgeous. Got white tip going across the top there, and some yellow on him and everything like that. And he gets along with everybody in here real good. Where'd he go? And don't worry, Sonic, we're gonna, when we get this rescaping and everything done, we're gonna probably get you some new girlfriends, okay? We'll see.